Hello viewers, for the channel Lex Consilium Foundation and the playlist Going Strong, we have the occasion to speak to Mr. Fali Nariman, Senior Advocate, the second time, and I must say undoubtedly Mr. Fali Nariman for last almost 5 decades has been one of the topmost or the topmost lawyer advocate in the Supreme Court in India, and he has agreed for the second session of the interview for the viewers. Today we would be talking about his books, primarily 2 books. The first one would be Before the Memory Fades. We would ask him a few questions concerning his innings in the Rajya Sabha and some other connected matters. A great honor and privilege for the viewers to listen to you, sir. My first question is that on 23rd December 2003, as indicated in this book, Before the Memory Fades, you have stated that members of parliament be not paid salary for any day when the house does not function. Would you like to elaborate how can this policy be implemented?
Let me just give you a little background to this, because in the part of my autobiography you have just mentioned, I was recording my several interventions in Parliament in my 6-year term as a nominated member, and during that term we used to get periodic increases in our salaries and perks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Never reduced, always slightly
the graph
increased,
is going up.
Going up, yeah. And the quoted extract is regarding the salary and allowances of members of Parliament Bill 2003, in which I intervened as nominated member and pleaded for what I call no work, no pay, because I was opposed to frequent adjournments of the House, since these adjournments I knew would not be for an hour or 2, but for the whole day.
For the day. The entire day is washed off.
And that day gets washed off. Even walkouts in Parliament are a democratic expedient which is to be encouraged and followed, but provided there is a walk-in as well, because after a while the party which objects to something that's gone on, after half an hour must come back.
Must appear,
Must
reappear.
come back for the rest of the proceedings of the House,
Yes.
so that they don't
Quite
get
right.
stalled. The House doesn't get stalled. You see, it's the same malaise in courts also. And I recall many years ago, when as President of the Bar Association of India, I had invited President Zail Singh in Bombay to inaugurate something, the big occasion. And there were a lot of lawyers and so on and so forth. And the President was a jolly chap. He, poor fellow, had a speech which was written out for him, and it was very boring. So he himself abandoned that speech midway and then broke out in his native Hindi, on which he was outstanding. And he kept saying, आज तो बड़े बड़े वकील लोग की बड़ी बड़ी लंबी तारीख पड़ती है.
Yes.
You see, that sort of thing, so that
Yes.
everything gets adjourned and
Yes.
nothing gets done. The same sort
Yes.
of thing
Yes.
that I experienced in
In the
Parliament.
Parliament.
And that's what I tried to prevent, and that was
Okay.
the background to it.